Have you ever felt like no matter how much you give, life just keeps taking? Like every door you knock on stays closed and you start wondering if maybe it's just not meant for you? Hold on to that thought. Because what if I told you, the moment you feel ready to quit is usually the moment right before everything changes. This story might remind you why you must never give up. Once upon a time, in a quiet valley surrounded by green hills, there lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was a carpenter, known for crafting the most delicate wooden boxes in the whole region. Each piece he made carried his heart and patience. He lived with his little sister and worked day and night to keep food on the table. But one summer, things began to fall apart. The forest where he gathered wood was struck by a wildfire. The timber became dry and brittle, snapping apart the moment he touched it. Every box he made cracked before it could be finished. Week after week, he went home with empty hands. People began to whisper, "Arjun's luck has run out. Maybe woodworking isn't for him anymore." Even his sister, with love in her eyes, said, "Bhaiya, maybe you should try something else." But Arjun simply smiled faintly. "Not yet. I'll give it one more try." He went deep into the charred forest, his feet sinking in ash, his hands blistered from the heat of the ground. For hours he searched. Finally, he found a single fallen tree, partly burnt, but its core was strong. He carried the heavy wood back home, shaped it with care, and began to carve. Day turned to night. The final box looked beautiful, but just as he placed it near the fire to polish it, a gust of wind blew through the window. The fire flared up, and the box cracked. Arjun stared at it for a long time. Tears welled up in his eyes. He whispered, "I've done everything. Maybe I'm just not good enough." Just then, an old monk passing by stopped at his door. He looked at Arjun's trembling hands and the broken box. "You look tired, young man," he said softly. Arjun nodded. "I worked so hard, but everything I make breaks apart. Maybe I should stop." The monk smiled faintly. "When I was young, I tried to light a sacred lamp on a stormy night. I failed again and again. The flame died every time. But on the 10th time, it burned steady through the wind." Arjun looked at him in surprise. "What changed the 10th time?" The monk chuckled. "Nothing changed, except that I didn't stop trying." He placed a hand on Arjun's shoulder and said, "You only fail when you stop believing in your own hands." Then he walked away into the mist. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He looked at the cracked box and thought, maybe broken things still have beauty. He cleaned the box, sanded the cracks, and filled them with molten brass. When the light hit it, the gold lines gleamed like rivers of sunlight. The next morning, he took it to the village market. At first, no one stopped. Then a traveler saw the box and asked, "Did you make this?" Arjun nodded. The traveler smiled. "I'll take it. The cracks make it even more beautiful." That one sale changed everything. People began to ask for boxes with golden scars. A year later, Arjun's workshop was full of light, laughter, and art. So what's the secret? Arjun didn't quit. He turned his failure into beauty. Sometimes life cracks us open not to break us, but to let our light shine through. So if you're tired, don't stop now. Your story isn't over yet. Keep going, and one day you'll look back and realize every struggle was shaping you into something extraordinary. If this story touched your heart, give it a like and share it with someone who's ready to give up. Subscribe to my channel, where stories heal, inspire, and remind you